be the guy that comes in at the end and wants to have an opinion for the guys who came in at the beginning. You want to sign an agreement? Don't be the guy who says, I've got so much talent, but you're reading a document. Trap is new. The contract is old. The contract was written years and years and years before trap and before the next genre comes. You better respect that. When you're respecting that piece of paper, the people that wrote it are either dead or old. So you better respect your elders. Go get someone to read that contract so you know what you're getting yourself into. Don't let your ego drive you. Yo, I got this. I'm a boss. Yo, respect your elders, man. Respect your elders. They know better than you. So you got to start looking at that contract like that. Because if you don't, you know what's going to happen if you don't respect your elders. You're going to be mad at them throughout your life. And when you don't respect your elders, you know what they're going to say? Because they got established institutions. The rest of the media is going to say, you such a crybaby. And they're going to cover you and says, you're just a story. Artist X or actor X says they've been ripped off. Tomorrow they're going to get a press release from the same label about a new artist. You're just selling the papers for that weekend. Be careful, you're not important. You're only important as much as you see yourself. You must be important for yourself. Don't think everyone else thinks you're important. Till this day, I don't think that I'm important. I know that I got to believe that my ideas are important in my head because I got to fight for them. And that's what underdogs do. You got to believe in your ideas, but never put value on yourself and go, I'm this important. This is what's going to happen. Life is simple. Askis, I'm sorry. Thank you. Please forgive. All the 4 things in life. If you get missed in everything else, that means you're the one that never read the contract. That means you have the shortcoming. That means you never respected what was coming. That's why you're mad. You got no reason to be mad. No one is trying to take anything from you unless you're saying, I'm available to be taken. So with that being said, this innate potential, guys, is something that you guys need to realize that you have. But how do you value it? You start valuing it by saying, whose story am I telling? Whose story am I telling? Does anybody actually even know why people like Tira have become who they've become? Because whose story have they been telling? Even when they brought in new artists, whose story have they been telling? Besides the songs, whose story have they been telling? Simple. Mavtown. Why? Whose story are they telling? I mean, people go, the Mavtown guys, they make this and then but maybe it's relevant because Mavtown is probably a lot of other rural places where people go, I can relate to that thing that Casper's talking about because, or that Cooley's talking about, because whose story are they telling? So you are here in Joburg and you think you're smart, but whose story are you telling? Most of the people that are making it generally in the world, name your coffee, name your Trevor Noah. You got to ask yourself, whose story are they telling? How did they get there? Don't be so quick to save the American story. Don't be so quick to tell the American story. And people go, but what are you here to say? That's the thing. What are you here to say, though? Please, don't do this shit and try sell it to us if you are not telling the story. The world is looking at Africa right now. Whose story are you telling? You got a global phenomenon like depression right now. Man, we've been depressed before that was even popping. I'm just saying, from the communities we come from, we've been depressed before that was even popping. But whose story were we telling? And immediately when they talk about depression, we want to adopt their stories of depression and not the real that we know about where we come from. About our uncles, about our nieces, about our nephews. Because of the communities they come from, the imbalance of having and not having, and being forced to come from a total non-having world to a total I expect you to have world. Moving from, at home, even if I got a job and I've got the smallest salary, at home they think that I'm the boss. At work I'm down here. But my people, I literally need to be like, I need to always show them that I haven't changed because I work wherever. You know what I mean? It's a constant change of personalities across your day and across your life. Man, we've been dealing with depression. I mean, maybe not clinical, but like, damn, there's a lot of things that happen in our lives. So whose stories are we telling? Because once you know that, that's when you know how valuable you are. Once you have people that back up your story, that's when you know how valuable you are. That's when you can put a price. That's when someone can offer you something and you can go, no. For me, with Slikour Life, when I realized who we were talking to, I was offered 3 people who have a lot of money, offered to buy in, buy me out, buy this, buy that. But at the time, I was like, I'm still building this thing. I don't even know what it is, but I just believe it's going to be something. I just believe it's going to be something. This was in my first year, second year, because they just saw me being consistent. And that's another thing about life. You got to hit the same door every day. Every day, boom, boom. The day you hit that door, this one gets cold. And you're starting again, making this one warm. Know what you're hitting and what you want to come out from it. It is monotonous, it is boring, it is tiring, repetitious, but when it comes back to being exactly what it is. So they were trying to digress me to go hit here, and hit here, and hit here, and then hit here. And I was like, nah, I'm hitting here. I don't have money though, but this is what I'm doing. I'm hitting here. I never said a price, but my worth made me feel that I can't be bought if I'm being moved from hitting here to hitting here and hitting here, So if you are hitting here as a creative, keep hitting here. If this is your story, stay consistent. Because, on the internet, one day someone is a chef. Hey, I'm cooking, fat cook, hey. Tomorrow he's a panel beater, hey, I'm into cars, hey, whatever. Tomorrow he's a musician, hey, I'm a DJ. You see that? What type of leader are you even on your social pages? Now I'm going to your social life now, your social pages. If I want to believe you, I got to see you doing what you say you believe in every day. But if you want to be all these personalities, then I'm like, you must be one hell of a crazy person. And I'm only going to follow you because I'm crazy too. Or if I don't know you, I'm like, what does this person even stand for? We are in a world that there's so much information. People are hungry to understand, what do you stand for? There's so much information. People just want clarity. So, bro, do you mean the sky is blue or it's yellow or it's purple? No, I mean the sky is blue. There is so much information today. So much information today. The guy that literally knows what they stand for or knows what they're going to communicate is the guy that people find comfort in. Guy or girl. Is the guy that go, okay, that's what he stands for, so I'll be around this. The people who are lost themselves then follow everything else that everyone else says. If you're a creative, you're a leader. If you're a creative, you're a leader. I said it's like politics. You know what's the difference between politics and music? Besides the fact that they can get it completely wrong and still get votes, is that we all trying to appease an audience. I've heard one politician say to another politician, while I read it, saying, don't whinge, man, it's campaign time. Meaning that we're going to say anything right now. Yo, if that is not a positioning and a marketing strategy where you're going, I'm going to win your crowd. I mean, what's AKA and Casper doing? They're going, who's taking whose crowd? Who's relating to whether they got their bottles involved? What are they doing? They're saying who's got which crowd. It's a competition of crowd. You see, the difference is that they rally, we perform on stages. But it's all an audience game. It's all an audience game. The more numbers you have, the more prospects you have. So music is exactly the same way as politics. So if you want to learn how to be consistent, watch your favorite political party. Watch what they do. Watch what they say. And then you go, how do I become a political party as an artist like this and drop that? Because it's really the same thing. It's just the one is macro and it's national. But depending on, you are in your house, but you could also be macro and national depending on where you go. So if you don't see yourself as all these things, then please eat the tomato on your own. The freedom is going to give you. If music frees you, then do that. But if you're not ready for all these things, music is going to trouble you. Music is going to trouble you. Music is going to make you unhappy. You will not be able to handle the ups and downs without you going, oh, I'm depressed, I'm going to kill myself. I promise you, make a decision right now. Are you eating for yourself or you eating with everyone? And when you're eating with everyone, it involves a lot of politics.